Imagine a future where we have solved many of the problems plaguing humanity today. Food and energy are issues of the past, and human beings have established orbital and lunar colonies. We here at IDGI have invented a satellite capable of transporting you to this not-so-distant future, and the rest is up to you.
Lights. Much better. Not so sorry to wake you, Bishop. We thought you should know about our little escort. Worried? No, Bishop. There's nothing to worry about. Not unless you're afraid of a couple crummy American F-35s, piloted by a group of washed-up mercenaries. A few more bad apples who wish the war never ended. It's just another day in the Consortium. To escort us through Bulgaria. It's a long story, but let's just say the leader of this particular crew has a very strong disliking for our way of doing things. He likes to think he's doing the people of Bulgaria a service by pestering us, but really, they're as fed up with him as the K and I are. Oh, right. That's just what I call Night 15. We've been dealing with these guys for years now, and I like to think Kirill, their leader, has a crush on her. Oh my god, that felt good. Oh, thank you, Bishop. When you meet Kirill, you'll no doubt have a good laugh over what you just asked me. You met her when you came on board? Remember? She's technically our operations manager, the leader of our little team. All right. I get it. You're acting the maggot. Ha! Now will you please pay attention for just another 2 minutes? Excellent. So let's get you suited up and ready to kick some homeless arse. Here are your basic Consortium tools. You got your PCU, BUS and assault helmet, all specifically tailored to fit you nice and snug. Yes, I did. The group we're up against here are unofficially called the Homeless Mercenaries. That's because they're not tough, not even remotely. Oh, you'll see. The K will stomp this one flat, and you'll witness firsthand how it's done. Well, yippee-ki-yay, Mother Goddess. Aren't you the little eager one? You know what? You're acting a little lopsided. Maybe you should go and see Rook 13 in the med bay. I'll tell him you may be coming. It's your choice, whether or not to go, of course, but I think it's better to be safe, right? We don't want a banged up bishop on our hands. Now, Pawn 7 and I have some CCU maintenance to take care of in the lower crawl. Feel free to wander the ship and meet your new crew, or maybe hit up the virtual trainer and complete your bishop training scenario. The VT is at the end of the hall, next to the elevator. Oh, and don't forget to go and get your CMC from the K. You can find her in mission operations, at the end of the hall, to your right. Hey, Bishop, 1 second.
Good afternoon,
I
sleepyhead.
wanted to ask you something. Do you know why the king made you a bishop? Arrogant, are we? As long as it doesn't land my arse in a sling or a coffin, be as arrogant as you want. It worked great for Hamlin, or Bishop 8. Well, into the crawl I go. I'll have to lock it down while I'm working in there. Standard procedure.
Mon Dieu! Bishop, you startled me. I was only doing some maintenance? Oh, you noticed that, did you? Fine. We only have one official washroom to use, Bishop. One. And the lights in the washroom are currently broken. Plus, we often have up to 20 officers aboard at the same time. I am one of the smart ones coming down here. Yes, with all of the ship's bells and whistles, shelter and the king forgot about the most basic human need. It's as if they envisioned we'd be like the Swedes and have waste removal units in our uniforms. Tell that to them. All a part of their particular blend of military cutback programs. You've heard their motto. More specialized soldiers with high-tech gear means less soldiers overall. So more specialized means being themselves? Well, I am an engineer first and foremost, and my duties break down to about 30% fixing problems and 70% waiting for something to go wrong. Today has actually been rather busy. To be honest, we don't know. Not yet, anyway. Wade has the king looking into it. It's strange. Lights are randomly turning on and off, the elevator's been acting on its own, doors keep locking and unlocking at random. They'll figure it out. And I have to get back to work. Bishop, try and have yourself a good first day.
Oh, well, hey, the new bishop. I got a few minutes to talk if you want. How was your sleep? Those bunks up there can be pretty comfortable. They're 60% made of hemp. Canadian hemp, the best in the world. Excellent. I always wonder when I'm put with a new bishop or rook or knight. I always wonder what they're gonna be like. And you seem cool, so that's good. Yes, I do. And someone called me mad. Bishop 8 even once tried to kill me about 2 months back. He denies it, of course, and nobody believes me, but I know it's true. Yeah, I know. You don't believe me. Nobody does.
No, hey, Bishop. I didn't hear you come in. I have to get back to work.
Wait a second, Mackay, not so fast. Are you coming to the party or not? We're having it before you leave for home, the second we're done in BC. No excuses will be accepted.
No, I can't. I'm sorry. It's nice to meet you.
So, Bishop, I was just playing a game with my brother, but he had to go and take care of something. Do you need anything else from me? I'd be happy to chat, at least until my brother gets back. Pawn 64? Who knows? He refuses to come to the party we're throwing for you and Rook 13. Says he won't go if Rook 13 is there. What's that about? And who turns down a chance to party? Really? Well, if you don't mind, yeah, that would be great. I'm sure he'll listen to you. I'm sorry, Bishop. I've got to get back to my game. My brother's back and we don't have much time to finish this level. We'll talk later, I promise.
Bishop-6, welcome to the medical bay.
This place is disastrous. I do apologize.
Oh, come on, Kieran. Greet our new bishop.
Bishop? It's nice to see you again. It's nothing. What can I do for you?
It was a 2D. A movie bishop. It's all he ever does. Watches movies and makes me do all the work.
This is untrue, Bishop. We have equal tasks to adhere to, according to strict Consortium protocol. Yes. It is a 32-inch Toshiba from 1995, one of the many televisions I've managed to acquire over the years. The best in my collection is a 3-inch General Electric Octagon from 1928.
Notice he is actually proud of that fact?
Your what? Yes, I do. Anything that came before 3D, I will watch. But you did not mean that. You said movies from your time.
You did say that.
I wonder. Slip of the tongue? Or slip of the truth? Now, Bishop, Alana was telling me you were acting strange earlier. Said you seemed a little mixed up. If you'll just step over here and lay down, I'll run a full body scan. Just to be sure.
No, don't be afraid, Bishop.
This will
It's
just take a few
perfectly
seconds.
harmless. Don't be such a wuss. How is that even possible?
I'm not entirely sure. Bishop, you have more simultaneous synapses firing than what should be possible. It's as if there are two of you, housed within the same brain.
Two of him? That doesn't make any sense, does it? Is this some kind of anomaly?
Yes. Unless the Bishop has an explanation for us.
If he has never seen it before, then it is undoubtedly very rare.
Whatever this is, I'd certainly like to run some more scans from our base in BC. Maybe after your induction ceremony. Now, we've got a lot more cleaning to do around here.
Oh, you mean you do? I will return to my command VR, if there is nothing else you need, Bishop. Yes, it is a fantastic VR game. Puts you right into the head of many famous military commanders.
It's a distasteful and disrespectful game, especially in these times. It is also only played by a small number of people.
Exactly. Why? People need to wake up and realize that the resource wars are over.
You're generalizing again, 24. And Bishop, I simply believe that most people have seen enough death and destruction for a lifetime or more. They do not need to be reminded of it with advertisements for murder simulators all over the newswire and VR servers.
Good day, Bishop. It was really nice meeting you.
As well as I do, Patricia.
Do you really want to get into this now? She could come back from the crawl at any second.
Do I look like I care? Let her hear me. I do not deserve treatment, and it's time she understands this.
What kind of treatment? You've only been here a month and you're already complaining.
She does not need to treat us like ants to be stomped on.
Can we just get back to work, please?
Fine. But I will not let her push me around anymore.
Yes, whatever you say. Good afternoon, Bishop. I'm sorry you had to hear all that. Rook 25's just been acting a little... well, a little more strict lately. And Pawn 4 here just thinks he's the greatest thing since sliced bread. Doesn't understand why she can't be nice to him.
She's been acting like a real bitch. Apparently she's been like this since Bishop 8 left.
Good. That's a relief then. Some other bishops have reputations for sticking their noses into pawn business. They just don't seem to understand. We report to the rooks and bishops both report to the knight, and the knight to the queen and king. Don't look so upset. We're a finely tuned machine, and the field operative, that's you, has no business ordering around anyone but the hostages he's saving or the bad guys he's about to subdue. Anyway, enough about that. Tell me something. Why'd you choose to become a bishop? Well, the world is actually doing a pretty good job of saving itself. The end of a massive world war tends to do that. But everything comes back around eventually. And we'll be here when it does. I really didn't expect that from you. Well, from a bishop, I mean. And yes, I completely agree. The Consortium can potentially make all the difference this time around. I'm sorry, Bishop, but I've got some work in upper avionics to take care of. Wade mentioned something about environmental monitors acting funny, and he wants me to check it out.
Oh, hey. I know you probably want to get to know me and all that crap, but Rook 25 has just stuck me with many of Pawn 7's duties. I am a little busy. Yippee! You are too kind, Bishop.
Oh, hello, Bishop. I don't really have the time to talk right now. Yeah, well, he doesn't understand. It's not something I can explain to you either. I'm sorry, not yet, anyway. I want to believe that, I do. I just need to know if I can trust you or not first. So, until you prove yourself, please forget about it. It's not your problem anyway, so don't worry. Alright. I know you're doing this for Pawn 44, so I'll give in. He's a good man, whatever's going on, I know for sure he's not involved. Tell him I'll go to the damn party, if it'll make him happy. Now, I really must get back to work.
Six, welcome to Mission Operations. First things first, here is your Consortium mind communicator. Please, just call it a CMC. Hearing Consortium mind communicator over and over just gives me a headache. Consortium officers only need to think what we'd like to say to each other, and the CMC will do the rest. Loud and clear. It'll take some time for you to get used to the feeling, but you'll get it. Well, yes, actually. After a short while, though, it becomes like second nature. I promise.
Only a month ago, we came across Kirill and his men, exactly as now. Angelov and Bishop 8, your predecessor, got into a fairly violent spitting match. Against my orders, 8 took control of manual weapons and shot down 2 of Angelov's men. A week later, he retired.
And this is the first time we've seen Angelov since. That man is crazier than a shithouse rat.
He was definitely a little rough around the edges, but he always got the job done. Revenge? It would take another 200 of those F-35s to even scratch us. They're a level 2 threat, which means the King is well aware of what Angelov is capable of. Okay, 6, before you move on to something else, I wanted you to officially meet Rook 9, Captain of Zenlil.
G'day, B. Glad to have you here with us. And the name is actually Wade. Just stick to Wade, lay off the Rook 9 nonsense, eh? Once the boss deals with our friend Angelov here, come and see me in the cockpit. I got some extra rare scotch I've been itching to share with someone. With he gone, I really miss having someone to drink with.
Wade! Just stop right there, please. He's only kidding, 6. Or at least he better be.
So hey, all kidding aside, give me just a few minutes to finish up this diagnostic, and then I'd like to get a look at you in person.
For now, I want you to walk around a little and meet your new crew. Most of them are eager to meet you.
You'll see most of us doing it. It's thanks to the MUVI implant, and is how we interface with our own HUD and can remotely interact with numerous systems. You don't have the same sort of access with yours, but you do use your hands, likely without even knowing it, when you open and close your inventory.
No time to waste. We can talk more later. Maybe after Angelov stops beating his chest and goes home.
Hey, hi. How are you? Oh my gosh. You're Bishop-6! Oh, it's amazing to meet you. Did you know that the old Bishop-6 left the Consortium early 2040? Yep, he just up and left. He's a stay-at-home dad now. Go figure. He lives in Florida with his wife and his 2 kids. Beautiful family. Beautiful, beautiful family. Love them. Yep, feeling good. Feeling great, in fact. I'm really happy to have met you before your first mission. You're bound to be a popular one with your less-than-stellar record and everything. Not that I think like Pawn 1 does. No, I just, I don't know. I'm sorry. No, I didn't mean anything by it. I just have this tendency to say the stupidest things. You're just sort of an underdog is all, and that makes you popular with me, us. I mean us, the public. By us, I meant the public, your fans. Yep, Pawn 12, David Benedict, at your service. Well, not literally at your service, unless you want me to be, because I could be at your service, although, you know, nothing that goes over the line. But, you want me to get you some coffee? Sure, why not? Done!
Whoa, 12. Wait just 1 second. Did the bishop here just ask you to get him coffee?
Oh, well, yeah, he did. But I don't mind. I don't mind, really. I don't.
I don't care if you think it's the greatest job in the world to wipe his ass. Sit down now.
Seriously, 6. Try to remember that my pawns are not your personal servants.
My sister's going as well. She's never been to the theater before.
Being a hologram in the seats, it doesn't really count as going to the theater, does it?
At least it gives her some culture for a change. Something better than the hours she spends in that VR world she calls a life.
Hey now, that VR world makes her happy, no?
I don't know. I just don't see the appeal of living your life like that. It's not really living.
Tell her that to the millions of wireheads out there. Hey, buon pomeriggio, Bishop. Welcome to Global Ops. As the title suggests, we monitor global operations. Everything that happens inside our grid comes through this room.
It's our job to sort through it all and ensure that treaties and alliances are held up. The king does most of the work, but we like to think we help. Brick brother? What do you mean?
1984, the novel. No. Hey, you're making me feel so old sometimes. And the bishop? Yes, I guess we are a little like a bigger brother. But in a good way. We're always out there, and we're always watching.
Oh, here we go.
Damn, this is pretty... I want to say serious, but I'm going to go with odd. The thing on London docks in Felixstowe, a ship that showed up with a bunch of corpses. The London police weren't releasing many details to the public, but now they're spilling everything to us in a TS packet.
And it's a lot to go through.
1 second. Yes, it's because... What the hell?
The 21 people were shot to death with AK-47 rifles? If that's not enough, the bullet casings found all date back to... You're not gonna believe this. 2013. This doesn't make any sense. That's long obsolete weaponry firing bullets from before the war.
I'm sorry, Bishop, but the king has made this a priority. We need to concentrate.
I'm a little busy right now. And now that you've said it, how do you feel?
1, play nice now, or I'll cut your vacay in half.
No, Bishop, no problem here. I just have work to do, and I'd rather not be distracted from it by someone who shouldn't even be here. Knight 15 deserves far better than you.
Don't look at me, 6. Why don't you ask him?
Well, your career record alone doesn't stand up to half the other candidates. And then there's your personal life. My God, don't even get me started there. Uh-huh. Well, I've also personally spoken to some of your previous commanders, and they all tell me that you were and What was that? What vessel, and why was your voice all... Wait a minute. That was the king's voice. Holy hell, that was such a good impression.
Pretty incredible, 6. Can you do anyone else?
Oh, okay, no problem. Good, in fact. I've got work to do.
I'm sorry about him. Don't let it bother you. He's been rather attached to Bishop 8 since 8 saved his life the 4th or 5th time. Good, good. Half of being a bishop is counting on those you work with. If you can't at least get along with these fine ladies and gentlemen, then you have no business being here.
Welcome to the introductory Consortium Bishop training scenario. I'm Rook 25, and I'll be your guide for today. Your personal containment unit can store matter in energy form and has built-in healing and repairing functions. It is also capable of transforming small, solid matter objects directly into utility energy. You see the floating pieces of junk around the platform? Use your PCU to convert them directly into utility energy. That mean-looking robot is about to shoot you. That looked like it hurt. Use utility energy to power your medical nanites. Either select the numbered slot, battle utility suit, and assault helmet represent your basic combat protection gear. Fix damage gear, either select the numbered slot on your for time, or select individual armor pieces to repair from your inventory. The Consortium Energy Assault Rifle, or SEER, is your best non-lethal combat solution. Using its primary firing mode, the SEER projects a multi-target sonic pulse that can knock down nearly any unshielded enemy. After bringing your enemies down, get up close and stick them with nanites to incapacitate them indefinitely. Check multiple targets simultaneously. Or CAR is your ultimate combat weapon choice. And unlike the SEER, it does not need utility energy to function and instead requires physical ammunition. Go grab one now. Nice work. The kinetic assault rifle lethal rounds capable of tearing bad guy shields to shreds. It is also equipped with Consortium issue non-lethal shock.
I think I've got something here. I've been keeping a line open on our 2 fighter escorts outside, hoping they'd break the silence and speak to Angelov. Well, one of them just did. And, well, you gotta hear this for yourselves. Tell me if you want me to patch the recording through your CMC. Alright, B, here it comes.
This is Operation Forerunner, calling for Angelov. Come in, Angelov.
What do you want? I told you to be silent until the next phase.
I know, sir, but I'm having second thoughts about all of this. Their plane is, well, it's very large, sir.
And so the harder it will fall, yes? Remain where you are, or... Wait a minute. Is this line secure? Did you run this call through the program I told you to use?
Oh, no, sir. I guess I did not. I'm sorry, sir.
Just hold your position and wait till the next phase. And wait. If you're listening to this, and I know that you are, you can tell your knight that her new bishop is about to have a very bad day.
All right, everyone. That puts us on high alert. I want you all prepared for whatever this next phase turns out to be.
Yes, boss. But you won't catch me worrying. All right, B. I've unlocked my sanctum. Cockpit. Come by and say hi.
Yeah. Okay, Mum. Look, we need to say goodbye now. No. Don't tell me to shut my mouth. It's not nice. No, Mum. You need to rest. Yes, rest is good. We'll talk later tonight when you're feeling better. Yeah. Goodbye, Mum. Sorry about that, V. Welcome to the nerve center of everything Zenlil. You see all those buttons and switches all over the place? I actually know what they do, every one of them. How's that for impressive? Oh, Christ, I wish I was being serious. It's not like this plane doesn't fly itself anyway. A drunk captain wouldn't make much of a difference. Try not to fall asleep, I guess. I started a game with myself a few weeks ago. For every hour I stay awake, I've given myself a cookie. 8 pounds later, and I'm still doing pretty good. During your missions, I'll be the one guiding your hand, telling you where to go and what to avoid. I can pretty much tap into any security system out there, giving me a bird's-eye view on all your surroundings. Good point. A little dark and creepy, but a bloody good point. Thanks a lot, B. Now, we better make sure that doesn't happen, right? It sure was. Second greatest love of my life. She's had Alzheimer's for a few years now. I'll try and call her when I can. Visit whenever I'm back in Perth. You've got it. I haven't had a flesh and blood partner since first taking this captain's chair. But I say, who needs them? Am I right? Besides, I've always got my mum. You'll be eating those words after enough years working for this outfit. Work is now officially your life. You may as well pick something to be your new girlfriend. Maybe your PCU? You could call her Linda. Oh, I'll grow on you. I can promise you that, lad. Like a sticky kind of fungus. So, B, is there anything else you need? I've got something here I need to concentrate on. I appreciate the offer, but no, don't sweat it. The King and I have got everything under control. We'll find the bastard. And hey, welcome to the Consortium. Oh, now that's odd. Something just tripped security sensors on Bishop 8's old bus locker. The keypad was accessed. It's a long story, but essentially the company we use for recycling most of our equipment hasn't been available to pick it up for weeks. So in Bishop 8's old cabin the bus sits. They claim work order issues and double bookings, but I think the whole company is going down. Yeah. Hey, why not? Saves me the trip. I wouldn't be surprised to find it's just another glitch. Zenlil's been acting mighty strange today. Although the bus locker itself is separate from the ship's primary systems right now. It's bloody well disconnected.
Well, if you're up for it, I'd appreciate the help. The cabin's right across from yours, you can't miss it. Go take a look, and I'll keep an eye out through your CMC. We can see through you as long as your CMC is jacked into your head. Didn't anyone tell you anything? Us rooks, and the boss. Yeah, everywhere you go. Except when you go to the bathroom, of course. There's an automated privacy setting.
Lock down that cabin immediately.
Way ahead of you, boss.
Is that Pawn 7? But I was just with him 2 minutes ago. What happened?
Rook 13, will you please quietly get up there? And don't tell Pawn 24 anything. We need to contain this before the whole ship finds out.
Yes, sir. On my way.
And I'm sorry, 6, but I need you there. At least until Rook 13 can take a look. Good. Just until Rook 13 can determine it was an accident. I'm not about to believe someone committed murder on my ship.
Okay, Wade. Let me in. My God. I just let him go on his lunch break. He was complaining about having skipped breakfast. I was only trying to be nice for once.
Alana, you have nothing to blame yourself for. If there is someone to blame for this, then I trust he or she will come forward on their own.
Wade, I am here.
I just can't believe he's dead. I've been such a bitch to him lately.
You are more often than not a bitch to everyone, not only Pawn 7.
It's okay, Bishop. Kieran is only saying what he thinks is the right thing to say. He's only trying to make me feel better.
It looks as though someone threw his head against the locker panel, with enough force to nearly cave in his skull. This was absolutely no accident.
Thank you, Kieran. You are not going to like this, but I want you all to exit the room immediately. Nobody gets in or out, not until we reach Ireland.
Are you kidding me? At least let us move him to the med containment unit. Here, Kieran, help me put him on the bed.
My book.
What was that, Kieran? Your book? Mind explaining what your book was doing under the dead body of one of my pawns?
I cannot explain that to you because I do not know. I noticed it was missing from the med bay this morning. I simply assumed someone had borrowed it. I was apparently correct. It is plausible.
But also highly unlikely. Remember where you two are. This is not some corrupt military. Now, Alana, I hear your concern, but we can't risk someone seeing you move his body to the med bay. I'm sorry, but forget about the containment unit for now. All of you, listen to me very carefully. This stays between us. I swear that we'll get to the truth when we land in Ireland and we can question everyone individually.
I really don't think waiting is a good idea. Someone on board this plane just killed one of my people and I want to know who. If only so I can personally string him up and throw him in the brig. Thank you, Bishop.
This is not a democracy, no matter what you two may think. Now, if you don't mind, get your asses out of that room.
Yes, sir.
This is so bloody insane. A murder on a C-3800. It can't be real.
I'm going back in the crawl.